allocating a little bit of your time. And yeah, today I'm going to be talking about OpenClaw for university professors or adjunct professors or any kind of teaching assistants or instructors or anybody who has a class and spending lots of time preparing work. I found a better way that you could do so with OpenClaw, and I'm sure some of you guys already heard what OpenClaw is, but think of it as just like a basic script that runs on your computer. That's the best way I could tell you. But yeah, so I started recently using OpenClaw, and I came across very good use cases that I haven't really seen much literature about it, but it was just kind of common sense. And I'm wondering if other folks using OpenClaw the way I'm using it for just some basic things like doing lessons, preparing slides, preparing quizzes, but doing that on a go without really like allocating too much of my time. Just yeah, just like literally talking to it and it just does things. But the best way to kind of understand OpenClaw is to envision scenarios where you don't even need to talk and it just prepares everything for you. Now, the trouble with that is like for the longest time you had to use like anytime you try to build something, you have to babysit ChatGPT or whatever. So now you just open up OpenClaw and it's smooth sailing. It just does the rest. It does pretty good job in completing different types of agentic tasks. Now, if you're a professor, you could use it a couple of ways. You could solve the problem with like preparing for your class and to make sure that you grade automatically people's work, students' work, and you could use it for curriculum build out also as well. I'm using it for curriculum build out and for preparation for lesson and also for squad management. So for squad management, essentially, in every university you have like all sorts of folks out there. You have people who kind of work in university, coordinators, directors, and student coordinators, instructor coordinators. And what you could use OpenClaw for is to bind them together. Bind them together, sort of like in that second brain that moves together in a tightly coupled environment and moves together with your lectures and with your additional material that you offer. Now, just kind of remember it will take a little bit of time for you to unlock this. Not everybody knows how to do this. It takes a little bit of processing power. But once you get to see some of the use cases, it's going to be somewhat easier for you to replicate them, do them, and save a lot of time. Now, when I first discovered OpenClaw, I didn't really think too much about it. I was just kind of, it would be nice if I could use it here and there. But then later on, I was like, man, let me try this, let me try that. And the longer I learned about OpenClaw, the more and more I realized, like, okay, there's a couple of problems. Number one, when you get up to like 40, 50 prompts, 60 prompts maybe, you kind of get cooked because you run into context rot and all sorts of other issues. So for that, I started using Gemini. Then when with Gemini, when I got up to like 60 or 70 prompts, I started also seeing um, context rot problem. So to address that, I kind of I needed to explore the entire brand new topic, the topic of grounding. This is a heavily invested topic by Google. They're heavily kind of trying to solve that. And I think Microsoft may have already beat them because I already see grounding being kind of already layered inside of at least on the enterprise level environment, inside of the Microsoft Copilot. So at the end of the day, as a professor, as a university instructor or lecturer, or any kind of assistant, maybe an author, or whoever you are, at the end of the day, a couple of things you need to do. Number one, you need to be like really clear about your end goal, whether you want to maximize your effectiveness by teaching extra classes or maybe choosing the right set of students to work with to kind of extenuate the brand that you already built, and maybe you have some bidirectionally synergy beneficial hidden agenda. Quite a mouthful word, but in case if you do have that agenda where you wanted to collab with students and provide them hybrid skills and in exchange get bilateral support from both you and the student in the direction of your business, then of course that's kind of another way why you'd want to be using OpenClaw. Now with OpenClaw comes many different complexities. Number one, you need to be very well versed in agentic frameworks. You need to be kind of a realize there's certain versions, there's certain um, grounded elements that you need to be cross-referencing and testing everything that you have built. Version control goes a long way, uh, especially when you start introducing new skeleton structure. That skeleton structure gets easily overshadowed by any other kind of nuances or additional gotchas that you begin introducing. My solid recommendation is to begin with agentic framework, accelerate the agent development layer on a local layer on your computer to get access to the files and folders and be able to do this closer to the user at a faster layer. But effectively, in order for you not to kind of running into too many memory issues or effectively bigger slowness because you will hit that memory issue. Ideally, you want to extend this into more of a production environment with relational databases and kind of uh, include this your entire memory inside of those databases. So databases, I don't think they're going to be going anywhere, guys. I think they're going to be there and complementary to whatever is going on in agentic localic world of the open cloud that we've seen. But if you have a good hybrid combination of relational open claw environment, then that's going to definitely increase your chances of success as a professor as you navigate through some of those high cardinality heterogeneous complexities. Now, at the end of the day, you kind of need to know a couple of things. Number one, how well are you prepared to handle some of those complexities? Can you solve them one at a time, multiple times? What is the best way to do for you to do that? So all those things kind of you want to come across in a good way and kind of iterate through all of this. If you want to learn more about it, DM the word path on my Insta. I'll show you how.